How much do you know about a full vending machine solution from Ceratizit? Well, I'm here with Tony to find out all about it. Now, Tony, I know you love talking about vending machines, so let's go. What can you tell me about them?
So, vending machines, as you know, in our business, very, very important, Tom. We've got over 500 vending machines out there with customers now. Very, very successful way for customers to keep access to cutting tools 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with full control. Major benefits for the customer.
Now, the first question I just want to ask, and hopefully this may put a few people's minds at ease, is if I want a vending machine off you, do I then have to pay for all the tools for you to stock it?
No, Tom. Basically, customers, all the stock that's in the vending machines is consigned stock. So it's our risk, it's Ceratizit's risk, it's Ceratizit's responsibility. The customer pays nothing until they vend the tools. So they don't get left with old cutting tool technology. So if a coating changes on a tool or a geometry, we take out the old tools, that's our responsibility. The customer gets the new tools to improve their productivity. So there's no risk to the customer for any kind of obsolescence or stock take. If we do a stock take once per year and tools are missing, again, it's a closed system, it's our responsibility. The customer is at no risk.
And talking about a closed system, how does the vending machine communicate with you guys back in the office? Because obviously, I don't want that vending machine to run out of tools.
Yeah.
So, how do you know when that machine's starting to run out? And if I started using more tools this week than I did last week, how do you guys invoice me and tell me that we may have a problem?
Yeah. So two things there, Tom. We have a very clever technology, computer systems, SAP. So all the in there is mobile technology that we dial into every morning, in fact even more than once a day, to get the information of what's being used, what the levels are. We've then got bin minimums, bin maximums, reorder points. So the system dynamically looks at the usage and organises replenishment stock for the machines. We then have a team of 6 people based in Sheffield. And 4 of those are office-based. 2 of them are out there installing machines, repairing machines, developing machines. But the 4 back in the office every day are checking on the stock of customers. So it's a best of both worlds. You've got computer systems running dynamically to maintain the stock, but then proactively we're looking at customer stock every day to make sure that customers don't run out of tools.
Now, there's just one point I want to just go over again on that, and we all know computer systems are great.
Yeah.
They are great, but they fail.
Yeah.
It's one of them things. If you have a power cut, internet goes, whatever. So I just want to sort of reiterate what you said. It's great that you actually have people in an office also checking to make sure the computer system's working.
Yeah.
So you're not just getting one check. You're getting 2 checks every day.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we're stood in front of quite a few vending machines here. So, can you talk me through the added extras?
Yeah, I will do.
And also, what does the vending machine on the end do, and how does that help customers with their own stock?
So, what you've got, Tom, you've got the main system. Everything is managed through this one screen. And then you've got extension system. So this is a Tom 840. So it can hold up to 840 tools, but typically that will be if you're talking small tools, HSS drills or something like that. That's not typical, as we know. So it would normally have between 250 and 300 tools in that machine. You can then hold another 250 to 300 in this machine, so you've got 600 tools. You've then got the Tom 80. The Tom 80 is very good for customers who are using a lot of inserts, boxes of inserts. It's got good density in depth. So you've got 80 positions, but you can go really deep in terms of volume of insert. And those are the 3 systems that are closed, basically, where it's all our risk, our stock. And then the 2 systems on the end there are what we call MyTom. So that's where the customer has a portal on the internet, and they can manage tools in an open system. So they can manage regrind tools, they can manage part worn tools, they can put gauges in there, anything they want to keep track of, they can put a competitor's tools in. So when obviously we want to be the best at everything, but you can't be the best at everything. So there may be tools that a customer's using from another cutting tool supplier that we can't perform better than at the minute. They can store them in their own article system, in the MyTom, but still manage it through the one solution. So they're not having to use a separate system, they can still use our system.
But also that gives a customer full traceability on not just tools, but micrometers, verniers, you name it.
Brilliant for that kind of thing, to know who had it last, where it is in the machine shop, and try and find out.
So then you can go and argue with them where they put it.
Where they put it.
Now, one last question just before we finish. Obviously, you've got the main part there. You've got the add-on. Can I add more onto it?
Yes. Yeah. So you can basically, we've got customers with one main system, 5 extensions. That's the most we've got at the minute. But physically, you can continue to add. To obviously
so then
need the space,
there's no worries about if I'm a subcontract shop, let's say, and I do all different materials, all different types of work. Obviously, I need all different tooling. So I could essentially, and I need that variety of tooling. You can just keep adding on and adding on
it. So if obviously their work changes or there's new work coming along and they need new tools, but there's not enough room in the main system, and that's typically what happens. Customers will start with, for example, a Tom 80 main system, and then they'll grow, and we grow with customers like we have for the last 25 years. Then they'll go to a Tom 840, then they'll grow again, and they'll go Tom 840 and an extension. Then they'll want to get everything in one place, so they'll go My Tom with Tom 840. So it's scalable as the customer grows.
It grows with your business.
Yeah. And
now,
one important thing you mentioned earlier, Tom, and I forgot to answer. This system can highlight sometimes when customers have got problems with certain tool
beat me to it. I was just going to ask you that.
Sorry, I didn't answer the first time. So, yeah. So basically, typically what we've seen with customers, they could be using, for example, 5 8mm solid carbide drills every month in, month out. Then all of a sudden they're using a spike of 30 and then 30. There's obviously something changed. So they can see from the reporting, which we can do daily, weekly, monthly, to the customer, they can see spikes in tooling demand and they can investigate. So it might be an operator skill level, might need training on a certain application. It might be a spindle run out. It might be a problem with the machine that's then causing tools to break or wear out sooner. So it's good information for the machine shop manager to use.
And it can get to that customer faster, where normally if you haven't got that, it could go on and on and on, where now you can find it quite quickly.
Proactively.
Now, last question, and I'm going to let you finish this because I know what your answer is going to be, but what advice would you give to somebody who is sat on the fence about having a vending machine?
Obviously, I'm biased, but I think every machine shop should have one. It's the best way to keep control of your tools. No cost, it's a free service, there's no risk. If the customer doesn't like the machine, we can take it out. We don't take any machines out, but we can. There's no contract, there's no liability to the customer. So for me, if I was setting up a machine shop now, I would have this system. And then I would obviously try and make the business successful and then grow with this system. It's scalable. So my advice would be, talk to our guys now. There's 40 guys on the stand. Talk to the local guy. Talk about your tool management requirements and we'll get one put in for you.